Hi everyone, this is Dr. Mario, and you're watching another thrilling episode of How Do I Make That Google Classroom Stuff Work? Today I'm going to take a look at how to do Google Meets and a little bit about Google Hangouts. They're kind of like brother and sister in the Google Classroom suite, the Google Suite. Meets is a video platform where you can have live video conferences with your students. You could see your whole class at once if you wanted to. And Hangouts is more of a chat feature where your whole class can come together and chat. You can give presentations in Meets, and that's probably the best place that we can start. So first thing we always do in Google Classroom is we want to make sure we're in the right account. So in this case, I'm in my Hartford Schools account. Then I'm going to go up to my waffle and I'm going to click on that. And you know where our classroom is. We all have classroom. And down here is something called Meet. So we're going to click on that. I'm going to show you this. This is kind of the hard way to set it up. So we'll click on Meet and it's going to tell you your time, your date. Make sure it's you again. And then you're going to click on Join or Start a Meeting. If you have meetings already scheduled, they'll show up down here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click on Join or Start a Meeting. And let's call this Test. And we're going to click Continue. And it's going to say we're joining. And it's going to jump up and it's going to show you a little video. I've got two cameras running, so this is the camera without the green screen. Actually, you're seeing the green screen behind me. But the Google Meets does not have a chroma key option, so you can't put a different background in. There are two things here at the bottom. This is your camera. This is your microphone. I suggest you turn both of those off when you go to set up your camera. And I may just have turned my microphone off for a second. So I'm going to do this with it on. So I'm going to say you can click on both of these before you join the meeting. Over here, it tells us what our title of our meeting is. And it tells you no one else is here, so no one else is waiting for you. You can click on Join Now, or you can click on Present, or you can join and use a phone for audio. So I'm going to click on Join Now. And it's going to give me, again, a test, and it's going to say, add some others to this. And this information right here is what you would give them. One is a dial-in for their audio if they needed to use audio. The other is a click into Google Meets to use their audio and video from their computer. An easy way of copying that is just clicking on Copying Joining Information. It'll tell you it's been copied to your clipboard, and then you can go paste it. To add people directly to this, you can click on here and you can enter their email. So you can click on some emails to students that you have, and you can click on Invite, or you can call them. So this is kind of like the long way to get in here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hang up. I'm going to leave the call and I'm going to return to my home screen. And then I'm going to go back over here to my main landing pad. I'm going to click and I'm going to open up my classroom, and I'm also going to open up my calendar, because this is the easiest way to do this. So once your calendar is open up, you can see this is these are the classes that I am teaching each day and each week set up with Google Meets. So for first period, I have a Google Meets classroom set up for 9 to 10, third period, fifth period, sixth period. These are the times I have. I have my office hours set up in here. Let's say that I want to add in the class that I have here, the test class for American government. So I want to add in a meeting. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to say, well, 9 o'clock on Wednesdays is when we're going to do this. You notice it turned up blue. What I want to do here is make sure that I have that American government class, and there it is. So it's a different color blue. So I'm going to say that's what I want. I'm going to add a title, and I'm going to say first period, and it's American Government. And it's going to start at 9, end at 10, and I can change these by just clicking on them and changing them. I could change the date too if I wanted to by clicking it there. I can add guests, but I don't have to do that right now. I am going to click on the More Options, and that's going to open up a bigger page for us here. And right down here you'll see it says Add Conferencing, and it's going to say Hangouts Meet. So if I want this to happen every Wednesday, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say it repeats weekly on Wednesday. If I wanted to do this as a custom, like a Wednesday and a Friday or a Monday and a Tuesday, I could set it up under custom. So we're going to say weekly on Wednesday and it's going to be from from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. weekly on Wednesday. And our location is going to be online, so we don't have to do anything there. We could add description in here that tells us what it's for, but since we're setting it up, we know. Here we're going to say Add Conferencing. So when we add conferencing, it's going to say Hangouts Meet, and it's going to pop up and it's going to say Join Hangouts Meet, and it's going to give us the information right here for it. So we're going to say OK. We're going to save this. And if we look, we have it right here. So now I can open this up and it's going to say Join Hangouts Meet again. Remember, we have this little thing, but I want to copy this. So I'm going to copy this to my clipboard. I'm going to go back to my class. Remember, I'm in here. And I can do this one of two ways. I like to do it as a part of classwork because I like to do it as an assignment. So I'm going to create an assignment, and I'm going to say first period check-in for Wednesday, April 22nd. And I'm going to put some instructions in here for the students. Click on the link and join us in the classroom at 9 a.m. Then I'm going to go here to add. I'm going to say add a link, and I'm going to add that link in right here by pasting it, and I'm going to click add link. So this is just like when we build an assignment in Google Classroom. That's what we're doing here, is we're building this as an assignment. I usually put this as a 10-point. I send it to all students, and I make the due date the date that it's going to be, and the time. I want them to check in sometime during the day, so I usually leave it at 11:59. So we have our test class, students, points, everything's all set. We're going to assign it, and it's going to show up here as an assignment, first period check-in for Wednesday, April 22nd. So when we click on this here, it's going to give us the chance to join that meeting, and it'll say you'll be able to get started when you want to, and it'll let you join. Now if nobody's there, you won't be able to see anybody, especially when you put the wrong time in, like I've done before. So it's really important to check that time when you're setting it up. So that's kind of the easy way to do it. I showed you the hard way to do it. I like the easy way. It makes it really simple. It'll show up in your stream. It'll show up in your classwork. Students can just come in, click on this, click on the instructions, see the link, click on the link, and they'll go right into the classroom or right into the meeting. It's pretty simple to do. If you have any difficulty with it, remember you can get in contact with me at mario.minichino@hartfordschools.org, and I'll try and help you out. That's it for now, everybody. I'll see you again with another episode.